Now this is a warm weather cocktail you have got to try. Let me show you how to make a blackberry whiskey smash. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Matt, I'm the Whiskey Nerd, and like I said, today I'm making a bright, fresh, fruity little smash. I'm making a blackberry whiskey smash. And I got the idea for this cocktail when I reviewed this whiskey right here. This is the third of the fruit drop series from Two Stacks Whiskey. This one here was finished in a Blackberry Brandy cask, and for each of the three whiskies in this series, be it a apple brandy, an apricot brandy, or in this case a blackberry brandy, I decided to make smash cocktails because they, for me, are really a nice, bright, fruity cocktail that you can use to highlight notes in a whiskey, and in this case, the blackberry notes in the whiskey. So I decided to make a blackberry smash, and for me, I don't really have any firm rules about making smash cocktails. Pretty much just that they've got a whiskey, they've got a bit of fruit that you smash up, they have a little bit of mint in there for a bit of bright, fresh, kind of herbal notes. They have to have some citrus, and then you just top them up with a little bit of club soda or sparkling water to give it a bit of length in the end. And for me, that's just like the perfect little summertime cocktail. If you want to see a review of this whiskey right here, I'll put a link up there, I'll put a link down below in the description, which you can check out afterwards, and you can check out the whole series of Fruit Drops reviews or the smashes I made with these whiskeys. But for now, I think it's enough time talking about the cocktail. I think it's time we make it. Like I said, it's going to be a smash. I'm going to smash up my fruit. In this case, I've got 4 little blackberries. Then I'm going to pop in there. I'm going to muddle them down for just a couple of seconds. Just make sure I get all the little cells broken up and I get all that fruit smashed down into my mixing glass. Because blackberries, they are quite sweet, but they can be quite tart. And in this case, I want to get all those tart, fruity notes off my blackberries and into my cocktail. And then I'm going to pop a nice rock of ice into there before we measure out the rest of our ingredients. I'm actually going to pop in 3 mint leaves now. So for me, I don't like muddling my mint leaves because then I feel at the end you get this really like bitter note, like you get little bits of leaves in the cocktail, and that's not really what we're looking for. We want the freshness of the mint as opposed to the little bits of the mint. So let's go in now with the rest of our ingredients, starting off with our whiskey. We're gonna go in with 1.5 ounces or 45 ml of my Blackberry Brandy whiskey. This does come in at 50% alcohol by volume, so it will be quite strong. We'll give it a nice bit of weight to it. If you can't get this whiskey, you can use kind of any whiskey you want as long as you use a nice bit of fruit. But for me, this here, it just fits the theme so well. So that was 45 ml of that. And I'm gonna go in with 15 ml of lime juice, or half an ounce, because lime juice is a bit tart and it is a bit sweet. So it does, I think, work kind of with the flavors of the blackberries. We have the sweet tart notes into there, just like that. And that's it. I'm just gonna pop the lid on my shaker tin, bang it down, and shake it away for about 30-35 seconds to get everything nice and mixed and nice and cold. Okay, I think that is nicely mixed and nicely chilled now. So I'm gonna pop the top off my cocktail shaker and get ready to strain it out into a nice highball glass that has a lot of ice in it. Now for me, if you want, you can double strain it and you can get all the pulp out of your cocktail, but I'm making a fruity smash cocktail. I want a little bit of the pulp in there, so I'm just gonna get my Hawthorne strainer and push like the grid just over there just to catch most of the pulp, but still let a little bit through into my cocktail. You can see some little bits are getting through, and that's fine. That's exactly what I want in my cocktail. Just get all that cocktail nice out into there, and then I'm gonna top it off with some of this nice club soda. Like I said, just kind of sparkling water, just give it a bit of length, give it a bit of freshness as well. So just pop that into there, up to the top, just about 50-60 ml of it. Get my straw, give it a quick little mix, just get all that flavor nicely mixed through, and then pop in my garnish. So for me, I'm gonna pop a little bit of a mint sprig over one end and like 2 blackberries into there, just like that. And that right there is how I make a blackberry whiskey smash. Now real quick, before I taste this cocktail, if you're new here, scroll down, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. I put out whiskey reviews like the review all that Two Stacks whiskey every Wednesday, and I put out cocktail recipes featuring whiskey like this one every Friday. And if you want to see more like that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and while you're down there, leave me a note in the comments and say if there's a cocktail you think I should make in future, because I'm always on the lookout for new recipes. But right now, let's try this one. Cheers. Oh, yes. That is really, really nice. The lime works really well here because the blackberries have this slightly tart, slightly sweet note, and that works well with lime juice because you get really nice, bright, zingy note of the lime with a bit of mint coming behind it, giving it a bit of freshness, with the whiskey, giving it a nice base. The blackberries obviously have had quite the impact on the colour of the cocktail, but also through to the taste of the cocktail, where you get a nice bit of fruity note coming through, and still tasting it here, there's a bit like jammy, citrusy, just nice fresh note to the cocktail. The club soda I think works well because it gives you just a bit of length, just a bit of effervescence. As you bring it up, you get the mint sprig, you get like the bubbles bursting, you get like the flavour of the cocktail, and then when you taste it, you get more of that cocktail. So I'm going to keep on enjoying it, and I'll see you next time. Sláinte.